Yes guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So much has changed since I last did a vlog. Last time I did a vlog, it was about 6 to 8 weeks ago, and we were in Tower, which was our Airbnb, and we're now in our permanent residence, which is obviously the apartment. It's only 5-10 minutes down the road, but I tell you what, that change has made life so much more stress-free, and we're finally feeling so much more settled in Dubai. So I thought it was a good time now to do another vlog, because a lot has changed in my life since that point, on a personal level, with coaching and everything, to be fair. So I thought it was a good time to sort of do another vlog, give you a day in the life, and I want to cover some topics today in this vlog. You know, one, for some information, and two, to get you a little bit more to know about myself. So, in terms of life changes, we have changed to B1 Gym, which is a life change for me. It's the famous gym that everyone will know in Dubai, Banoush Gym. We were training at Train SF, now we are going to B1. So we're going to train legs this morning, so I'll take you, I'm not going to film the full session because it's more about the vlog style, today a little bit more about talking. But yeah, we're going to take you to B1 just to show you how unreal this gym is. Trust me, there's that much kit in there, it makes training programming so difficult. So last time I was pushing up food, so obviously I took you through a day in the life of like off-season food. Now I am week 1 into my pullback phase, so I've actually dropped 7 pounds within the first week, so I had a big drop. But I want to talk to you about the setup of how we set up like a aggressive sort of mini cut, because obviously the purpose is a little bit different than like a prep diet. It's to kind of get in and out of that diet phase as fast as we can. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the setup of the nutrition at the minute, because I actually have got a new coach, which is another huge change in my life. Obviously I was working with Patrick, and I want to talk all about sort of why I've changed coach, because I know there's a lot of stuff about coach hopping in the industry, sort of hopping from coach to coach, but at the end of the day, my view is you've got to find who works for you. Your time in the industry is pretty limited, to be honest with you. You know, if you're going to do 10-15 years, like I think every year I've got to be making the most progress I possibly can do, so you've got to find the right fit for you. So I couldn't care what anyone else says, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, new gym, new coach, new diet, new goal, obviously new apartment as well, and we've also got a latest addition to the family, Chai. So anyone who follows on Instagram will know that we got a Chow Chow called Chai. So it's actually 5 AM now. We're going to be taking for a walk in a minute, so I'll get you to meet her. She's absolutely, she's only 16 weeks old now, and she's gained 2.5 kilos in the last 2 weeks. She's growing like a weed. Whatever she's eating, I'm contemplating eating a dog food at this rate. But yeah, whatever she's eating, I need some of that in my life as well in this next off-season phase when we go into growing. So yeah, just doing a 6-week pullback now. So like I said, I'll talk to you a little bit about my personal goals and stuff. Basically resetting, ready for another year of pushing up, to be the best bodybuilder can be by next year. So the overall goal stays the same, just the path has changed a little bit. So yeah, I'll take you through everything, but that's kind of the reason of this vlog, what I want to cover in it, and obviously if there's any questions from stuff, drop them below.
Russ, hit that big.
A wild Jace Long, found in JV's.
Wow, just been cardio. So the standard morning routine is to put my headphones in, be antisocial to live, and do my check-ins whilst I walk around the park. Because, like I said, I've never really done steps before, but with my new coach, I'm under strict orders that steps are going to be pretty key for my appetite. So 10k a day on training days, 12,000 steps on rest days. So yeah, usually I just walk around, just do bits of check-ins and stuff like that. But this morning we're joined by a wild Jason, a wanderer returns from the UK. His only thing was did you enjoy your trip?
Yeah, it was good.
Was it good? Well, we haven't been back to the UK yet since we come to Dubai, so that will be probably September, October, and we're coming back for client show. So got a few months until we're back, and then I'll be back again before Christmas. So I'm going to try and do a couple of trips back each year, just to make sure staying relevant in the UK scene. It's just a little bit of a difficult one with like flights and obviously now we're adulting with old little Chai. We need child care, don't we? Come on. But yeah, this is it her first week walking out with?
Yeah.
So yeah, she's doing actually really well, to be fair. She's just, obviously it's like 6 in the morning or 7 at the minute, so we have to come out really early just to take her, just because of the heat, because even now it's probably like 30 degrees, so it's just a little bit of a hot one even first thing in the morning. So yeah, get my steps in, do some work usually while I do it, and then I go back to the hotel gym.
Hotel gym.
Apartment gym. It's like
you're on holiday, love.
Yeah, I'm on holiday. But no, it's go back to the apartment gym, do my extra steps, and then I get my cardio wrapped up as well. So a load of expenditure done first thing in the morning, just to get out of the way, and then I can get back and do the check-in. So back from the morning walk and setting up a meal one for the day. So training day meal one. So this is my training day diet. I'll run you through all the spiel later on. But basically up to now it's been 1 lemon in 1.5 litres of water, 10 grams of glutamine and Hydromax. That was before my cardio, and I actually had Clen and T4 with that because I'm on a bit of a tidy up phase. And then now it is literally oats, whey, eggs, egg whites with a little bit of nut butter. So kind of a nice staple meal one. Not too bad, to be fair. And if you don't know, now you know. How you cook oats is you put them in a glass bowl, you put boiling water over them, stir them up, and then put a lid on them and let them steam. The consistency goes so good. They go really nice and thick, and then you add salt, cinnamon, stevia, almond butter, diamond ice, ISO 100. The combination reminds me of Dubai every time. Meal one is served with a side of 100 tablets. So we've got the JP Insure, a GDA, Love Heart, obviously for heart and kidneys, Omega for fish oils, multivits, vitamin K2, vitamin D3, and then the mighty telmisartan. If you don't know, now you know. That is obviously, if you're on anabolics, that is a must have health supplement for preventing left ventricular hypertrophy. So yeah, this is meal one with all the vitamins to go with it. And also a very quick tip, if you're awful for getting your greens in, R&G Max shameless plug, Full Ball Sports, is such an easy way of getting your greens in. It's like literally 5 a day in one serving. God, I'm awful with this camera. And it literally is your full spectrum of greens, your reds as well. And it's literally an ingredient profile that you would never ever get in your day-to-day diet, and obviously all the vitamins and minerals it does provide. Alongside Digest Max, I always sort of wash this. I either have it before meal one or after meal one if I forget. Today I forgot. But I'd always make sure I have this first thing in the morning because I am awful at eating greens and I definitely don't like eating them either. So much easier having a greens formula there. So meal one has been had and we're out on the balcony. It's generally the morning, coffee and a vape. Usually check-ins, but because it's Saturday morning, no check-ins. So a couple of client helps today, and I got a couple of consults this afternoon after I've trained legs. So obviously I wanted to talk to you, as I mentioned previous, about the whole situation with changing coaches, why I changed coach, who I've gone to, what has been going on, because obviously last time we spoke I was working with Patrick Chua, and now I'm not. And I think in all honesty, like, the service just didn't align the cost I was paying. You know, £350, £400 a month is a lot of money for a coach. And obviously I wanted to make that investment because, you know, this isn't just having a coach for me. This is about who I'm learning from. And obviously when I've got so many clients under me, I think it's so important to have a coach who you're learning from, who is at the top of his game. And Patrick most definitely is, and I'm not here to badmouth anyone, but when you're paying that level of money, you want to be learning, you want to be really invested, you want to feel like that person has got your real best interests at heart, and I just didn't feel it. Like I said, I'm not here to badmouth anyone. I understand he's got competitors who are a lot better than me. He coaches a lot of top level pros. And this, unfortunately, is the reality of sport. You know, when you are going to someone who is a top level coach, who's coaching Olympians, like, you know, I was never really going to get the time. But, you know, it was a risk. It didn't pay off, and, you know, and such is life. So now I've gone with someone who I know has got my best interests at heart. And even after the first conversation with him, it was very evident. And the thing is, like, when you know someone on a personal level, you've known them for a number of years, generally you're going to have that little relationship going a little bit more than, you know, someone that obviously you've never spoke to in your life and obviously is of that caliber. So without obviously further ado, I'll tell you who I'm working with, and it is Cuba. So obviously I started working with him around 2 weeks ago now, and I didn't want to announce it, well, initially, until I was very, very confident. And even in like such a short space of time, I mean, you know, the consult call I had with him, I was very confident that, like, you know, the shoe fit, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm already very, very happy with the decision I made. And one of the big reasons is, you know, I know he's a very good coach, very good off-season coach, but the big thing that like makes him stand out for me is like his ability to continuously learn. Like, I think he's very, very good with drugs, he's very good with training, he's very good with nutrition, and he's someone that in the UK I feel is continuously aiming to learn more and more. You know, picking up a lot from John Jewett, you know, JP, like his circle of people are very, very knowledgeable, very educational based people, and that's someone that I want to learn from, you know. And this is what I said, and even in like the first couple of check-ins, you know, the first you know, looking at his coaching processes, like I'm already learning how to better my service, how to better my knowledge base, and better my physique at the same time. Because like I said, this isn't just about bettering my physique for myself, this is about bettering my service, my knowledge base, and everything like that. Because, you know, knowledge rolls downhill, so you know, it's one of them things where I have to do something that I know is right for me. And, you know, the bodybuilding sport, let's be honest, you know, compared to other sports, it's a very, very short-lived sport. You know, I'm going to be in this, I'm 25 now, for probably another 10 years, you know, that's probably going to be my absolute max of how long I'm going to do this. So it's not about coach hopping, it's not about jumping from coach to coach, it's simply about finding who works best for you, because we don't have time to waste. You know, there's not years to be wasted on having someone that you don't feel has got your best interest at heart. So obviously this leads me on to like, what am I doing right now, and obviously how does this differ? Because last time I did a vlog, I was eating a load of food, I was training really high volume, and I was on the way up of an off season. So sent Cuba pictures. Obviously we had a review, I've been on cycle for a long time, we agreed that it was a good time to obviously do what we're calling a priming phase, like a mini diet phase. And this differs a little bit to, you know, sort of a normal diet phase that you do, because it's really aggressive, it's in and out. You know, like I said, 7 pounds has dropped in the first week, and the goal is just to reset myself, you know, appetite wise, reset my blood sugars, reset my ability to, obviously, to insulin sensitivity, my androgen, should I say, sensitivity. So just obviously, you know, I'm back down to cruise dosage. My volume in sessions is absolutely rock bottom baseline, pretty much one working set across everything. 2 sets for isolation, but no intensifiers whatsoever. You know, relatively lower volume training, especially like what I was used to. And yeah, pulling back calories quite aggressively. So, you know, a big drop in body weight, taking out all the supplements. And I think I personally like to spend, you know, my cruises in diet phases. Personally, I don't feel like I lose any tissue. I don't feel like I lose a lot of strength or anything like that. But what I do feel is, in an off season, you want to be spending the most amount of time in a calorie surplus with anabolics in place and in growing. So a really sharp, aggressive, you know, pullback when the anabolics aren't there, it makes sense to me. So that's obviously the goal of what we're doing. And even in this phase, because volume has come so low, I'm still like actually managing to progress my strength in the gym and progress my performance, because obviously we've seen such a shift in that. So, you know, I feel a little bit lighter, I feel tighter, my strength's going up, and, you know, all in all, I feel amazing for being on a cruise. And, you know, only a couple of weeks in, I might not be saying that in another 5 weeks when this priming phase comes to an end. I'll probably be ready to go back on cycle and ready for some more food. But you know, it's working well for now. It's working very, very well. I'm excited to sort of, you know, see what the coming weeks have got to sort of offer. But I very much, you know, sort of like Cube's approaches. You know, seeing what he's done in off season with a good friend over here called Cam. You know, when Cam worked with an off season, you know, he got to his heaviest, his strongest, and I just agreed with all his training methodology. What I need from a coach is someone to be very much on the back, and in a short space of time I've realised Cube was definitely that person. You know, hammering me on my first check-in, you know, I've not hit my steps, I've not hit my sleep, and so these little things that, yes, you know, I nail my training every day, yes, I do my diet, they're non-negotiables. But when you're trying to get to that next level, and for me, you know, the goal next year is to be, you know, knocking on the door with a pro card. You've got to be in a position where you're prepared to do everything it takes. Because I know I'm not genetically, you know, blessed. Structurally I'm very good, but I'm not genetically blessed in terms of putting muscle on. I know I've got to be absolutely on it across the board, if I really want to max out my, sort of genetic potential. So I need someone that's going to be on me every single day, every single check-in, to make sure everything is perfect, and I've got a perfect, runway for progression. So, already learning a lot, already, sort of seeing the benefits of transitioning coaches, already feeling better in myself, and like I said, it's not about coach hopping, it's about finding the right fit for you. So it's the same goes out to everyone. Like, if you find a fit that you think suits you, I really wouldn't move coach just because it's fashionable or because you think someone's better. The chances are, if you're working well with a coach and you're progressing, you're doing as much as you can. So yeah, I'm very excited, for the sort of coming years, and obviously what this is going to bring me on a personal, business, physique level. And hopefully, it'll take me to where I want to be, and I'm very confident at the minute with how he's been so far that this is going to be something that's going to work out very well. And like I said, I didn't want to post anything on Instagram. I wanted to give people a real justification as to why have I actually made the transition. Am I just following the trend? Am I trying to be flavour of the month? Am I just coach hopping to what we repost on someone else's story? Absolutely not. I'm doing what I generally think is best for me, best for my own knowledge, best for my physique, my business, and all the above. So hopefully that kind of not clears anything up, because I know no one's really asking, but hopefully it kind of gives you a good understanding behind the decisions I've made, and why I feel it's the best decision for myself. But yeah, coffee, vape on the balcony, and then we've got some work to do. Dog training 101. She's only 16 weeks old and she's so good. Okay? Sit. Or good girl. Good girl. And wait. Good girl. She's well trained. She's got a good. Meal 2 is one of my favourites. Doesn't look like appetising, to be fair, right now. But it is beef mince, jasmine rice, and then just some low-fat bolognese sauce. So sort of low-fat, low-sugar bolognese sauce. Good old Lloyd Grossman. It just makes beef and rice taste so much better. In off-season, when I've got a little bit more calories to play with, I'll usually go with teriyaki. But usually I'd have my pre-workout meal now. And a lot of people, clients, will always say, what happens if I'm training at a different time of the day? It's so simple. Just mix your meals around. Just make sure your pre and your post-workout meals stay in the same place, because generally they'll be higher in carbohydrates. So mine at the minute are 100 carbs, where these meals are only 50 carbs. We have arrived at Banús and it is 40 degrees. I say we. I'm on my own. I'm just so used to saying we, but just me today. For legs. So today is our quad focus leg session. It's 40 degrees and I'm sat in the car with the aircon blasting. Pretty much warm air, to be quite honest with you, because we're still in the Hyundai. Just getting some of my intra-workout in and going through my logbook. So today is, like I said, quad focus session. With everything, I always start with calves, as people know from previous, and also some hamstring work, even on quad days, just because it is my weaker body part and it's the bit we're trying to bring up. But this is my quad focus. Overall, across the week, my quad volume is very low now. Because there's such a strong body part for me, I just don't need them. And the thing is, doing more volume is, one, going to bring them up, but it's also going to compromise my recovery across the rest of the week. So I'd rather just do a baseline volume to make them sort of maintain. They'll still grow a little bit, don't get me wrong, but I don't need to focus on truly sort of bringing them up. So don't really need to focus on that as much as I do other things. So it's very low volume, so we're going in with one set of a rest pause with an adductor, 2 sets of single hamstring curl. They've then got 1 set of barbell squats. It should have been Smith squats, but I'm going to do barbell today because I'm really not getting on with the Smith, or I might do a hack. So either a hack or a barbell, which 1 all out at set of 8 to 10. 2 sets of straight set of leg press, 1 rest pause of leg extension, and then 2 sets of single leg RDL. So, realistically, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 working sets for direct quads. Not a lot of volume at all. Still probably take me 2 hours. It's one reason Liv's probably glad she's not here, because she always has to wait for me after legs, because I'm a little bit slow doing legs, but I just end up after every set in a heap on the floor and just in a pool of sweat. So every set takes me about 15-20 minutes. But hey ho, I've got to make my leg grow some way, shape or form. So I'm not actually going to take you in because I've got no one to hold the camera for me. It is so hot. I'm going to put my headphones in and get my head down and train. But we will be doing some more training videos here at B1, more professional footage. So I want to use these videos as like more vlogs, more talking, and then get the professionals to do the videos for the training. Otherwise, it's just going to look even worse as these look because I'm not much of an editor. So yeah. Gonna just drink some more Intra, get nice and hydrated because you sweat like a bitch in there, I'm not gonna lie. And then yeah, we will get to it, and I'll catch up with you probably post workout.
Chai, how we doing, darling? You good? Do you need a wee? Come on then. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. How you doing? What are you doing? You're a good girl, aren't you? Good girl. Good girl. Go and have a wee. The standard post-workout procedure. Come and chill with Chai on the balcony before I inhale a bowl of cream of rice. But after that leg session, I definitely need a quick shower. Favourite time of the day, post-workout meal. Oh, another full ball sports plug. I literally couldn't live without my cream of rice. I'm 1 week into dieting and I already feel like prep feels. So again, talking about nutrition, in a mini diet setup, a lot of my carbs centered around the training window, so 120 cream of rice, 45 whey, 50 blueberries, so a good amount of carbs post-workout, and also get 25 carbs of intra-workout carbs as well, in the form of cyclic dextrin. So still, you know, big portion of jasmine rice pre, big portion of cream rice post with intra carbs. So still, you know, a good amount of carbs around the training window, but everywhere else is a little bit poverty to be fair, so it's not quite as ideal. Alongside me as well, I always do a litre and a half of Hydromax post-workout because honestly I was sweating off the peak of my cap today. It was vile in the gym. It was so hot, 40 degrees. Not the temperature you want to be training legs at, but you know, what can you do, to be quite honest with you? That's just a first world problem. So yeah, when we first got here we felt so dehydrated from training, like mouth as dry as Gandhi's flip-flops, like it was awful post-workout. So yeah, Hydromax, a litre and a half in the morning, a litre and a half post-workout, and then making sure I get like 6-7 litres a day in. It's been really important for me. Bit of a chore, but it needs must, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, getting in help with post-workout. The session went really well. A couple of progressions here and there. My second time repeating that rotation, which was obviously quad focus. You know, still nowhere near all-time PB territory, but you know, at the end of the day, I am off cycle. You know, I'm only just starting a new, you know, fresh batch of exercises in a new gym, so you know, I know I've got a good runway to go up. I was starting to feel like I was on cruise this week. The first time I did this rotation, it was a couple of weeks back, and I'd just come off cycle, so you know, you still feel you know, good in that sense. But then obviously now I've been off cycle a couple of weeks and I've started to feel, you know, the sort of feeling of being off cycle. Nothing too crazy, but you know, a little bit of joint niggles, a little bit of pain, knees were hurting a little bit, so you can't really send it quite as much on sets. And you know, it wasn't the progression where it was like, you know, 3 reps and like, you know, 5k a side. It was like 1 rep on an exercise. So you know, it was hard to progress, but you know, it's expected. And you know, you got to put health first at the end of the day. So it was a good session, but I miss Liv, I'm not going to lie. I won't tell her that until she listens to this, but only because she puts the plates on for me. It took me about 2.5 hours to get through that session. And she's also very rude because post-workout we always come back, just get a shower, chill, watch Vikings. Just finished Last Kingdom. If you've not watched that, that is unbelievable TV. Much watch. Vikings is good, but I thought Last Kingdom was so much better. Unreal season. But yeah, we just sit and chill, watch an episode, and it's left on a cliffhanger. And there's been a big battle. A load of people have died, and I want to know what's going to happen, but she'll kill me if I watch it with that. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do some client work instead. So
No Vikings post-workout for me, but yeah, that's the usual one. We usually inhale our post-workout, get a carb coma from the cream of rice, and about 20 minutes later we wake up after a nap that we didn't even know we were going to have. That is a standard on the daily mid-afternoon nap, but we do get up at 5 AM, so we can't always complain. So yeah, that is everything, but I'm now talking a lot faster because I just want to inhale this. So yeah, blueberry muffin, cream of rice from Trained by JP. Unreal. Salty caramel was amazing as well.
The Wanderer has returned from your. What have you done today, Olivia? You fill us in.
A girly beach day for Dominica's birthday. It was actually really, really nice.
Have you put a picture on Instagram?
I have.
Papped.
Because my mum kept saying, you never take pictures, you only ever post of you in the gym. And I was like, that's true. So I made it my mission to get a picture today. So I actually look like I have a social life, which I actually don't, but we can pretend. It was actually really nice. We ended up going to February 30 on the Palm, and it was really, really good. Would definitely recommend. And yeah, we're all a little bit burnt, but it was nice.
Are we going back for a dog walk tomorrow?
Yeah, there was loads of dogs everywhere. It's like a dog-friendly beach.
Is it public beach?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But I feel like she'd love it if we went on an evening or really, really early in the morning.
She's literally been on one walk, hasn't she? The same route every time for the last week. So
we're just finding all the dog-friendly places and then going to take her there. But I think she'd love it.
Lovely. Liv is cooking up our last meal. So Chef Liv, what are we on?
Okay, so we're on egg white pancakes. So we literally used to both be on egg whites. We used to be on yoghurt, but then yoghurt in Dubai, if you're going to get like the Greek yoghurt 0%, it's £10 for like a tub like this.
I think it's more than that. It's like £12. It's a rip-off either way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous anyway, I'm not paying it. So we went for egg whites instead, and we used to literally have egg whites, and then it was really boring. So then we made this way, and I know loads of people do the protein pancakes, and usually they've always got like oats, banana, like they've always got loads of ingredients in it, and if you are on poverty macros like Joe and I, then this is more prep friendly, it's more diet friendly, and it literally takes like 2 seconds to make, and there's hardly any ingredients. So you literally need egg whites, whey. We get the Velocity whey from Strom, Full Ball Sports, Team XL, shameless plug. But this one works really well because it's got the velocitol in it, so it makes it like thick. Other whey would work, but this one we just found works the best. So egg whites, whey, you can literally just make it with that, but what we put in it to make it better is some stevia. We literally like sprinkle it over the top to make it like icing sugar, and then in the mixture we have French vanilla stevia drops, cinnamon, and then I put a little baking powder in it as well just to make them extra fluffy.
She says not many ingredients, she's just reeled off about 10 ingredients.
I know, but
all these little things,
just do it with...
No, all the little things make it so much better.
They do, but you can literally do it with egg whites and whey, and actually they're pretty good considering there's nothing.
Little Chai spectating the egg white making. We've just taken on a walk, but we didn't take you on that because it was the exact same trip, wasn't it, darling? Liv always does the business with these. This is why I don't do it, because I don't have patience. But look at that, topped with sugar-free syrup and cinnamon, mega. And a top tip from me, whilst I'm on the subject, if you have frozen berries in your plan and you always think they taste sour, which I do, mix them with a little bit of stevia. So I use the French vanilla stevia powder sweetener, sprinkle it over the top of them, and then put them in the microwave in a bowl, mix them all together with a little bit of water, and they go so much better. So they're not bitter anymore.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. How
Every
fast
night
as
doesn't
fuck,
matter.
boy.
What are you
Fast
doing?
as fuck, boy.
Are you broken?
Still fast as fuck, boy. Come get some. Do you have any idea how fast I am?
What are you doing? You gonna go mad again? You calm down now.
What is that? They're my leggings! What have you got there? Where's she gone? Where's she gone? What have you got out here? They're my leggings. You little shit.
Right. What have you got? I don't think so. Where's Emma? Washing machine?
Yeah. You naughty little girl. What do you think you are doing?
Oh, you're going to run away now, aren't you?
She went in a circle.
What are these? What are these? Hey? Have you had these? Right. Sit down. Chai. What are these?
Oh, look at.
What are these? And where did you find them? Now the wild Chai is back under control and she's been tamed, we are going to bed. So final meal's been had, and I'm on a strict schedule to get 8 hours sleep every night. So like Cuba will kick me up the arse, like he did on the first check-in. So I am off to bed with my sleep stack in hand, ready for another day. So hopefully you guys found that interesting today. We'll see, give you a little bit of an insight onto what I'm doing in a minute. I'll try and do these regularly now. I think weekly is a little bit too much, but you know, save it once a month, something like that. Just give you an update of how things are going, you know, and especially when I start getting into the off season and stuff, you'll probably see my face inflate and the rest of my body inflate as well. But the goal is this year I am going to get to the heaviest I've ever been. I'm going to get to the strongest I've ever been, and that is that. So hopefully we can take you through the journey. But I'll do another one sort of back end of this sort of diet phase and wrap that up. Show you the condition that I can get myself into, you know, within sort of like a 6-week aggressive tidy up phase like I spoke about today. And then yeah, we'll take you through the process as off season goes on. But I appreciate everyone tuning in as always. And if you've got anything else that you want me to show, or if you want just general more day in the life and find it useful, then I'll continue doing these. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you later.